What's up with you?
I mean, you know what's up with me.
Well, tell the
I'm
stream.
ready to...
What did you do today? What's going on? We have 30 minutes until we have to drag people in.
I didn't really, I went out, toured some houses for the Big Brother event, and that's about it. I mean, can't really find anything too good that I want to use, so I might just use the same house that I used for The Bachelor.
Really? That was a good house.
There's just nothing that's really that good, to be honest. Like, all the houses are pretty, like, they're too small, and they're too normal. Yeah, I might just use the same house, because that house is probably the best option. All the other houses are too... I toured some, like, 4-bedroom house today, which I already knew was too small, but they were asking for $5,000 a day. I'm like, are you on...
Do you know who you want to be on there?
Yeah, I've got a couple ideas.
A couple?
Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna do 5 non-streamers, and then 3 people that do stream.
5 non-streamers, 3 streamers. Do you know the 3 streamers that you want to be on there?
I know one of them. I want Murat to be on it, and I don't know, and he's not really a streamer though, but somebody, he'd be good for it. The other 2, I have no idea. I know some people reached out to me, but I'm not sure if they'd be the best options. I know, Dunkel was asking about it. Not sure if he's the best option for a Big Brother because he's, well, he's Dunkel, so.
Dunkel's getting like a lot of hate right now, I guess. I saw 4 inches. Did you see that clip of him being like, I don't want to be like Ice Poseidon leeches? And then the only person he named was Dunkel? I watched that clip like an hour ago.
Well, there's no hate, shout out to Dunkel, no hate, but I personally don't think he'd be great for a Big Brother thing. He's just a little too, I don't know, he's too normal.
So what are you looking for the...
Well, I'm looking for people who are completely retarded. That would be a great first step. So I'm gonna get 5 absolutely retarded non-streamers.
Okay.
So I'm looking for 8 genres of people, and they're gonna be super characters of each genre. So I need like a super ghetto black guy, and then I need like a crackhead kind of dude, and then I need like a hot girl, and then I need like a, just that kind of vibe, super characters of each genre of person.
I like that. I think it'll be fun. Do you think any of your viewers could audition?
Yeah, I mean, if any of my viewers think that they are interesting, then maybe. I do need a virgin, so maybe they can fill that role.
Do you think any of your viewers are going to be interesting or virgins?
Yeah, there's, an incel or a virgin, somebody that fits that genre of person, so, I'm sure there's plenty of those.
Okay. Maybe you can, that sounds fun. When are you doing it?
I think I'm gonna do it in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I have everything ready to go. I just need to pick the contestants. That's it. I pick the contestants and we're ready. I can do it in 2 weeks. I just, after I pick the people, I want to, give myself enough time to talk about it and go live a few times, discussing it.
Okay. What else is new? Anything? Are you still working out?
Been pretty lazy. No, I haven't been working out for, but I do want to get back into it. I just past 2 weeks I've been real lazy sitting on the couch, so.
Action Man, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name's Aaron, Action Man. It's really nice to have, appreciate you guys having me. Hope you guys are all having a great night, and this looks like some serious fun.
Yeah, and it's great to have you. I'm glad that we're rebuilding the bridge. I love
Why
you
are
and
you...
Paul together.
Where are you right now?
I just added this because my background sucks ass because I'm moving it, so I just put this like mushroom. Like, I thought it looked cool. But
Why
it's
are you
kind of
moving?
annoying. Oh, because I'm buying a house now. So I was like,
Because you hate Paul and you can't stand to be in Austin?
no, honestly, do you know what it is? It's the laws. I don't want to deal with it. I hate these laws.
Are you going to Colorado?
No, I'm not buying that house. I'm going to Florida probably. And look, dude, I don't, dude. It's
We're legal in Florida.
no, it's medical.
Flat to Florida, bro.
Oh, and this is what I'm saying here, bro. Like, ask why don't we hang out more? Why don't we do more off stream, bro? You hate everything that I like, bro. You hate burping, you hate farting, you hate all this shit that I love, and this hilarious to me. It's like I'm afraid, like if I'm gonna hit you up off stream, oh, let's hang out, and then I run through my daily schedule. That's just like you don't like we're just aligned differently, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I love
No, I mean, dude, it's because you lived 45 minutes away. And
45 minutes, bro. It's not, bro. Paul, when we were in Chile, dude, do you know out of all the things you've done to my life that have been negative, and you've done a lot of negative, but you've done a lot of positive. Do you know the top one thing that I can't stand, that I the most mad of still? When we were in Chile and you talked to the waiter and you tried to get him to not sell me, dude. That was the most up thing I've ever seen anyone do to me ever, bro.
Yeah, I was looking out for you, man. It's illegal there.
Bro, dude, I'm like, do not factor that, like, bro, we're in the middle of nowhere. We're on Starlinks. I'm saying Ushuaia. If I ever heard you say Ushuaia again, I was going to throw it up. We're Starlinked out of our minds, and I'm sitting here so miserable, uptight. I'm addicted to weed. You got to understand, you're not addicted to weed. When you're addicted to weed, 6-7 days without weed is a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, dude, I smoked every day when I was younger, and if I had to go 6 or 7 days without, it's not that big of a deal.
Clip farming has made streaming better or worse, and should anyone be able to just pay to become viral?
I mean, it's made it worse by far.
Whoa,
Definitely worse.
really?
I mean,
Yeah, I think it's worse.
I like it.
No. I feel like clip farming. I feel like it pushed the streaming industry as a whole, to a different degree. But I feel like now, since people are taking shit out of context, you know what I mean? It's fucking up like false information. Don't get me wrong, but let's be real. Like without clipping, we wouldn't have the biggest streams we got now. So I think
the problem, Mike, the problem is that clip farming brings up the worst, basically the worst streamers, and the worst streamers get popular because they're good at clip farming, but really good streamers who create actual long-term content, they're not clip farmed, and they're the ones getting pushed to the bottom.
Organic content. Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's like TikTok versus YouTube, right? TikTok is like content. YouTube's got better content, but more people are on TikTok because it's more consumable.
So you're saying most clip farmers, it's not real moments that are being captured. It's just all
It's all just consumable content. And then when you go to their streams, it's boring usually because they don't know how to be a good streamer. They only know how to do 20-second clips.
But it's not even about them doing the clips. It's just being like somebody goes on YouTube, picks some random thing, makes a clip of it, then they get their bots to view it. Nobody writes real comments.
No, they pay these people to clip them. That's the second part of Kim's question. I think everybody should be able to pay for clippers, but obviously that's not like nobody's spending that much money on clippers as much as like some other people if they're allocated budgets.
You shouldn't have to
I
spend
do
money
think
in the first
clip
place.
farming has ruined like streaming, and I haven't been around streaming for a long time to say that, but I think clip farming isn't good. I think it's one of the worst things in streaming.
Back in the day before clip farming, every top streamer that you could click on was actually good content. Now people click on different streams and they can't find anything good because all the people who aren't actually good at streaming, they're just good at clip farming, get pushed to the top.
Like, think about how many clips you see of Clavicular, and you see them all through clips, and you don't see them through his stream. Where in the past, we would probably watch a streamer we liked, and we would see all the stuff that's entertaining, and we would see it through the stream. But now we just see it through the clips, and we don't even go to his stream to see the stream because we don't have to. I could just watch the clip.
Why would you go there in the first place?
Why would I go to the stream?
Interesting.
I would just watch the clip and move on.
Has anybody in here done more than 5 minutes in a clavicular stream?
I mean, not really. Sometimes, not really.
Nobody has watched clavicular. Nobody in my stream be like, oh, did you see what happened the other day? Because it's fake. I guarantee you. In Kimmy's chat, nobody in there. I think his streams are
I don't think it's the best example because I think his streams are. I think like his like nonchalant attitude of not really caring and like stuff and the way he just like shits on girls. I think it's kind of funny.
He's nonchalant. I think he's just autistic. I don't think he's.
Well, that's why he's good,
he has zero personality
anybody
traits.
real watches him. Because
he has viewers.
I watch his clips. I've watched clips.
There are two things that matter. One is you read chat, and they feel like they are interacting with the streamer and being a part of the stream. Otherwise, it's just your long-term ViewTube, and you don't even read the comments. Why would anybody want to watch that if they could just watch the YouTube clips? There's no point in being there.
Well, the clips should bring you into the stream, and they don't because the clips kind of stand on their own. And then you go to the stream, and then nothing's happening that even makes sense with the clip. And the clip was cut in a certain way to go viral, and it doesn't even really make sense.
You know, here's another thing. If you're getting clips that are really popular, to grow a stream, you need to grow a community. Clipping does not grow a community, so you're not going to have long-term success. It's going to be very short-term.
Yeah, there ain't no loyal bitches in clipping, that's for sure. I'd keep my bitches loyal.
Like, streaming is about a community. And people seem to have forgotten that. A lot of people that recognize me on the street, they've seen a couple of the clips that are like, you know, have 1 billion views, but they've never watched my streams.
Yeah, but don't you feel like I feel like one of the keys of like, you know, going viral is it's not if you get one good clip, it might not bring people in, but it's repetition that matters, right? So if you in a short time span, you get another clip. I mean, I've gotten so many clips that have like hundreds of millions of views, and I've never had an increase in my viewership because of those clips ever.
Well, I mean, do you not see that? People like watching streams. Other people like watching clips. I don't think there's a lot of overlay.
No, do you not think that if you're constantly bombarded,
why are you gonna switch over to watching a stream?
The only time when I've asked viewers where did they find my stream, they always say they find me from collaborations with other streamers every time. I've never heard somebody say, "Oh yeah, I started watching your stream because I saw this clip." Never heard that.
Snowball effect with the situation.
Well, I have a great other example. So we all know Actionblob. Okay, Actionblob has grown a lot in the past 2 years. You know how he grew from his YouTube channel, long form content, bringing people to other long form content. Actionblob isn't getting views from his clips. Well, he's getting views on the clips, but he's not getting new viewers from the clips. The YouTube, if you want to grow as a streamer, YouTube videos, highlights, that's how you do it, because you're bringing long form viewers to long form content. People who watch clips aren't watching streams. They're not doing it. It's a different type of viewer.
You watch a stream because you can interact. They're there for a long time. You feel like you have some input over what's going on. You think they're going to read your comment in real time. You try to tell jokes. You try to, trigger them, whatever. There's like a lot of different things you can do as a viewer of a stream that you cannot do when you're talking to a clip or a YouTube video because it is not interactive.
Well, I think clips is kind of killing streaming because everyone's doing worse content just to get clips out there. You know what I mean? Like, no one is creative. No one is trying to make better content. Everybody's just trying to get a clip so they can pay people to post it everywhere. That is not how you're supposed to grow as a streamer. That is artificial and is worse content. I considered getting some clips when I did the Hunger Games. I was like, okay, I'll pay some of these clippers or whatever. They were asking for 10 or 20K a month. I'm like, yeah, and what reality do you live in? That's like, oh, but this is what other people pay me. I don't give a what they pay you. That is a scam. I'm not going to get anything out of this. I'm not giving you 20K.
You know how that dude Dirk clips Nick all the time? He's paying him like 20K. He's not paying him 20K a month.
Well, that's what they were asking for me. I mean, they're paying them a lot. The kit clipping Discord is kind of it's a bit of a sham because
it's 100% a sham.
It's like what's the word where you're gonna pay it? It's like the mafia. You're gonna pay us money, or we're not gonna. Yeah, it's like extortion. We're not gonna push your content if you don't pay us a bunch of money. And it's like, okay, I don't need to pay you. I'm confident in my own content. We're good. I'm good on that. Like, I'm not gonna get extorted by some random Australian black kid who's 20. The only person you should be paying is somebody to do YouTube highlights for you, because that shows your full content.
Oh, like an editing. That makes sense.
Yeah, like an edited video of your content. That shows your full content, and they don't have an incentive to view bot the likes on the platform.
There are 2 YouTube channels that I watch related to the world that Poseidon has created here on Kick.com. It is ClipsVonClaus and
No!
And at best, a ClipsVonClaus video will be 5 to 10K views. And then Yata
I
TV.
quite like
How are we supposed to think
This
that
round
even
is
people
over.
who don't cover get 2.2 billion views in a month? There's like 5,000 people that care total. And it's great that we get to make some money off of this.
Dude, I started zoning out every time you talk because it's just rambling.
No, it's not rambling. It's just you can't understand because you're small-minded.
Okay, say it again. I just wasn't even paying attention to you.
Do you understand the history of poverty in America?
Yeah, I know the history of poverty.
And then tell me about it. When did you think things became equal?
They became equal after Martin Luther King did his speech, and they did the law that you can't.
The Great Society, LBJ.
Who?
LBJ. He's from Texas.
LBJ, the president. Yeah. What about him?
We created the Great Society. That was one of his social plans.
What is that?
The ghettos.
Okay, yeah, I know that there's a systematic issue with the way school systems and everything are set for white neighborhoods and black neighborhoods. I'm aware of that.
Yeah,
but I'm saying,
CRA, right?
all because you have been born in a black neighborhood with a bad school system doesn't mean you can't work your way to get out of that just don't be a criminal.
So you're saying everybody who is poor because they're a criminal?
No, they're poor because they were born into bad circumstances, but they can get themselves out of it if they put in the work.
You're blaming children for being born poor.
That's not what I'm saying. What are you saying? I said if you're born poor, okay, if you're born poor and black, you can just work super hard and get out of that situation, get scholarships, whatever.
$7.75 an hour? That's how you're gonna get rich, working for $7.75 an hour at McDonald's.
The fuck are you talking about? I said get scholarships to college.
But you know it's harder for them.
Did you get a scholarship to college?
No, I disagree. I think if you're a black kid who's getting straight A's, you're probably getting hella scholarship opportunities.
Ice, did you get a scholarship to college?
No.
Did you get straight A's?
No, I got straight F's.
So why aren't you poor like a black person then, in your mind?
You're missing the point of what I said entirely.
I'm trying to be like, why aren't you poor?
Because I'm a streamer, okay? That's why. But I was poor at one point in my life.
You were poor at one point.
But that's from my own mistakes. It's not because I'm a criminal or something.
So you're allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah, I'm not robbing people. I'm not thieving.
Everybody else robs people?
I mean, if you're statistically born in a low-income neighborhood and you're black, you're more likely to commit crimes than a white person in a low-income neighborhood.
Is that true?
I don't even know if that's true.
That's the stats.
So why do you think that is? So why do you think that is then?
Well, I think they don't have any good influences around them, and they are constantly self-destructing.
So then it comes down to the people around them and the influences and everything.
Right, but why is it only in black neighborhoods that mostly happens?
Because that's what you look at, dumbass.
Okay, but I looked at stats for poor white neighborhoods, and they're not nearly as much.
Poor white neighborhood did you look at?
I looked at statistics.
Yeah, but see, okay, I'll tell you this. When I was younger, I used to deliver pizzas, right? I used to deliver pizzas. I delivered to the poor white neighborhoods. I delivered to the poor black neighborhoods. I delivered to the rich neighborhoods. There was rich black people. There was rich white people. I seen all these things because I drive around in the pizza van. Well, the pizza car is a Honda Accord 1998 stereo, but that's all right. And you see these people in all these different communities, and most people are the same. They really are. Most people just want to live their life, have a good time.
Okay, you want my honest opinion on this? This is why I think black people commit more crimes than white people. And it's going to sound kind of crazy, so get ready for it, Gary.
I'm ready.
I think that a lot of black people from low-income neighborhoods are resentful of white people, so they are going to act out and do things because they feel that they've been over in life. But the reality is they just aren't willing to put in the effort to get themselves out of that situation.
You didn't put in the effort, Paul. You didn't put in the effort.
I'm a streamer. That's enough effort.
No, before you were a streamer, you didn't put in the effort. You didn't do good at school. You expect other people to behave better than you do.
I didn't commit crimes. I had a job. I went to college.
You were all up.
I went to college and I had a job and I was a bodybuilder. So I had hobbies and goals and ambition. That wasn't, let me go rob somebody.
Yeah, you think other people don't have hobbies and goals and ambition?
Yeah, their hobbies, goals, and ambition is how can I rob this store and not go to jail for the rest of my life?
But being resentful, okay, that could be a thing. Sure.
I think they're resentful of white people because the people around them are constantly spewing this nonsense, and they're training their children to not want to work and get out of the situation. They're training their children to be resentful.
So if they're resentful, that means that they're resentful because they were dealt a worse hand. And so you're saying that they were dealt a worse hand.
Okay, but white people who are born in low-income neighborhoods are not resentful
of people that weren't born in that area. They definitely
but they aren't resentful of another race. They're willing to work their way out of it.
They are resentful. They see a single successful black person and they be like, the system.
I mean, sure, that's
that person. Where's my welfare?
That's just racism, I suppose. But
you don't think white people be like,
I forgot that Ned says he's black, so.
Poor people are resentful of people that have money that are born into better situations overall, for sure.
Yeah, but I think low-income black neighborhoods are resentful of white people, not somebody who's successful, just white people in general. And that's a lot of the issue.
But is it because they're white or is it because they're dealt a better hand and they have more opportunities?
Because they're white.
Ned, are you black?
Is
that true?
That's it.
I don't know.
I mean, okay, so, Paul, I grew up in America as a white person. But I also grew up in America as an immigrant. How does that work into your equation?
It doesn't mean anything to me. What are you talking about?
It should.
Why?
Because I'm not a white American.
What's your point?
That can pass for being white and black. I'm a fucking chameleon.
Okay, what is your point, dude? What are you saying? What's your point?
Well, as an immigrant, right, I go through a different system than people who are Americans, right?
Okay, and this is why you're the way you are now with chickens, okay?
I feel like the conversation that you're trying to have right now doesn't help you in any way whatsoever.
It's don't know.
That you shouldn't occupy your brain with.
Why is that? I mean, he asked for a reason. I'm giving a reason why I think that poor black people commit more crimes than poor white people.
That's the thing that you convince yourself is a reason.
I have been around many different kinds of people, and there is one thing that is the same that I've noticed a pattern of. Low-income black people are racist towards white people. That is what I've noticed.
With your own fucking bias.
There's no bias. I've noticed a pattern.
There is bias. Everybody's biased.
I mean, I've hung around a lot of black people, dude, and I can tell you that it's not a bias. It's a pattern.
Not a bias.
It's a pattern.
Who are you hanging out with?
I mean, when I was younger, I hung out with a lot of black people that were very poor.
And
because I thought I was I talked like I was a black person.
But like and what did you not accomplish that you expected them to accomplish?
Well, I didn't commit crimes.
Did they commit crimes?
Yeah.
All of them?
Pretty much.
Are you seriously think all?
Dude, when I went to juvie, every single person in the whole
that means you committed crimes.
Yeah, but that was a victimless crime. The difference is I was in a holding cell with only black people. I was the only white person in that holding cell.
Yeah, but what did you go there for?
Well, it was for domestic violence.
Okay, so you committed a crime.
Barely.
No, you assaulted somebody.
I didn't assault anybody. I was arrested for verbal altercations.
You being loud in a place where people don't like what you're hearing?
I was at a school meeting with my mother, and I told my mother to go f herself, and then they arrested
Told your
me.
mother to go f herself.
Yeah, then they arrested me
That's
for
the
domestic.
blackest thing I've ever heard.
All right, well, whatever, dude.
No, I mean, seriously, you went to juvie.
Yeah, I went to juvie.
So you're a criminal.
I mean, the charge got dropped because it was so stupid.
Yeah, but
so
it
no,
don't matter
I'm
if the
not.
charge that dropped, you still got processed.
Yeah, but the difference is those other guys in the holding cell went to actual jail and didn't get dropped because they were criminals.
Yeah, but if you were black,
No, just because you were too young. If you were old enough, you would have went to jail too.
No, they were all in juvie. We were all. What do you mean? It's not a crime to tell somebody to go f themselves.
I mean, you told your mom to go f yourself. That's right.
The only reason I was arrested for that is because the school cop hated me.
I would have been taking off my sunglasses. I'd be like, son, you do not tell your mother to f herself. That is wrong. Me, in my town, where I'm the sheriff, you gonna work the gang line. I
don't know what the you're saying. Ned, let me tell you something. Growing up, I was discriminated against as well because like I said, I grew up as a wig. Okay, I thought I was black, so I was discriminated against by my school, by the police, by everybody. So I kind of understand the whole discrimination thing. The difference is I decided one day, this is a really stupid way to live. Let me change this. And then I became less of a criminal, okay? That's the difference because I wanted to change and get myself out of those situations.
So you think other people don't want to change and don't like their situations but stick up with them because they got like family and stuff?
They don't change their situations because they're resentful, I think.
You think they don't change their situations because they're resentful?
Yes.
So they're just going to walk away from their family, move to the other side of the country, be accepted into
What the f are you talking about? Walk away from your family. What are you saying?
Well, I mean, that's if they're resentful, then they would leave everything behind, right?
I'm saying they're resentful to white people, dude. What are you saying?
I'm saying if they're resentful and everything is bad, then they should leave. Correct?
Not if they're resentful to white people.
But maybe they're resentful to the entire system.
Sure, they're resentful of the system. Yeah, that's the problem, Ned. They shouldn't be. They should work hard to get themselves out of that system. But they don't.
Any closing statements about it? Because
I went to college. I had a job. I did stuff. I didn't. I could have just been on fucking. Dude, when I got fired from Chowderheads, I could have been on unemployment, but I decided to get another job instead because I'm not a lazy bum.
Get other jobs.
Well,
they don't have jobs. They're on welfare.
I mean, I'm on welfare, but you consider me.
No. You're on welfare. That's why you're defending this. You don't understand, Ned. You haven't had to work. You've never worked a day in your life, it seems.
I worked so many more days than you have, dumbass.
You're both muted.